Hi friends, today I'm gonna show you how to use views aggregator to create taxonomy term count block in Drupal 7. So I have already created a tutorial in my site about this and you can come over to my site and check out this here. However, I hope some of you might have got some confusion to creating this one. So I just thought of creating this video tutorial for easy use. So before we get started, I just want to show you how this is going to be look in a real site. This is dribble.com and they have a page for tags, the list of tags they have used in their site. And also you can see that this is um, ordered or arranged in alphabetical form like A, B, C, D to all the way down. And also at the right side you can see the number of times each tags has been used. Probably you might want to use the same feature, and how do you use this without using any special module other than views and C2. So there is a new or there is a function, it's not a new function anyway, there is a function in Drupal 7 views called aggregation, and we are going to use the functionality of aggregation to get this thing happen. So first thing is we need to install the Drupal 7 and download the views module and ctools module and come to the site and install all these modules. And make sure that you have a few contents. It can be blog or article, anything, and also some kind of tags or what do you say, terms should be attached to the blog post you have created. The first thing to create the view is go to the structure, and under the structure go to views and create a new view. Let's call this view as popular tags, and make sure that you're creating the view as taxonomy terms, not any other. Show taxonomy terms of type all. Since I don't have different types of vocabulary, I just used it for all. Let's say you have different vocabularies like blog or calendar or different things, then you can choose if you want to use only special vocabularies targeted. For now, we just leave it as all. And we don't need to create a page now, and we don't need to create a blog now. Just leave all unchecked and click continue and edit button. In this page, this is the master views settings page. Here you can see there's already one field is created, which is taxonomy term name. And if you scroll down, you can see already all the taxonomy terms or the categories I have used in my blog here. So we don't want all these list of taxonomy terms displayed as a block. Rather, we want to use the most used 5 terms or most used 10 terms or something. So for now, in the pager section, we are going to change these settings. So I just want to display only the top 5 taxonomy terms used in my block. So click on this setting like display specified number of items and click apply. And in the next setting, click remove the 10 and change to 5. So the most used 5 terms will be displayed. Click apply. And if you scroll down, you can see the pager has been gone and top 5, not top 5 for now, 5 taxonomy terms are displayed here. But these taxonomy terms which is displayed here are not the top 5. How can we make them the most used? For that, what we have to do is, the first thing is we have to make a relationship first. Means the taxonomy term used with the content. So all the contents related to the taxonomy terms used will be displayed here. So click add relationship and then require this relationship and click apply. It doesn't change anything much. You can see at the left side the taxonomy terms has refreshed into new terms. That's only changed when you did the relationship. But the main thing is aggregation. You can see use aggregation. Now it is set to no. So click on the no and you get a pop-up screen like this and click aggregate and click apply. And from now on you can see a new setting has been enabled next to the field called aggregation settings. For now, just don't do anything there. If you scroll down at the bottom, there's nothing special, same. But create one more same taxonomy term name field as this one. I say it again, same taxonomy term name field, same field. So we just gonna add one more taxonomy term name field. And this time we are going to set this as count, the aggregation type as count. So the first field is set to group result together by default. So that's okay. And the next field, the same taxonomy term name field, should be set to count. And now click apply and continue. And here you get more specific field specific settings like setting the label, things like that. So we don't want the label, so we remove the label. And if there are separation, like how do you want to separate the zeros like thousands marker, for now I just leave it as comma, and prefix and suffix I recommend you to add this as maybe like a comma, or I mean sorry, a bracket, so that it displays the number is displayed within this bracket. And click apply. And now if you scroll down you can see there's a new count number is displayed next to the taxonomy term. But however, these numbers or the taxonomy terms are not the most used ones. As you can see, it starts from 1, 1, 1, 2, 2. It's not ordered in the way we want. So how can we reorder these to show the top used one at the top and then downwards? For that, we have to sort this list by the top used terms. So click on the sort criteria and then here we gonna add a taxonomy term ID. Make sure not taxonomy term name, taxonomy term ID, and then click taxonomy term ID and click add and configure sort criteria button, and here make sure again choose count and then click apply and continue button. And from the next screen you have to sort by descending, means that the highest value will be at the top and the lowest value will be at the bottom, and then click apply button. And now if you scroll down you can see that the taxonomy terms with the highest value showing at the top and the lowest value is showing at the bottom, and they are the first or the top 5 terms. And now we have done with that in the master view. Now we need to create this as a block if you want to create as a block, or you can create it as a page if you want to create it as a page. Also, you can change the formatting of this thing, like a list view or a table, anything you want. For the this thing, let's say we're gonna create this as HTML list in the master, and then let's say unordered list is fine. And if you want to group this by the taxonomy term name or something, if you can do that, or if you just want to leave it as it is, then it's fine. Click apply, and now if you scroll down, it is listed as an unordered list. Next, let's create a block. Click from here and click add a new block view, and all the settings are converted to this block thing, and we have just created a block, and we are going to create this block title name as popular tags. Apply all displays, and now this is set to HTML list, and that's fine. And if you want to give the name for the blog, you can give that name here so that it will be displayed for the end user. You can also override the setting in the block settings screen, and you can see the popular tags, the block. We have just created the block. Now let's create a page. Click page view, and in the page view you must define a path in the beginning itself. So let's say tags, and then click apply. And since it's a page, it won't be looking good if you display the taxonomy terms as a list view. So let's display this as a table for now. So let's change the formatting style into table. Oops, I changed this to all. Let's say this page override, so that the styling will be only for this time. And then we don't want to group anything, just apply this display. And now the styling has been changed into a table view. And if you go back to the blog, that's also overridden to the table, so we don't want that, so we just change that to HTML list back. Okay, now we have created a block view, a page view as well. Now what else to create? Yes, if it is a page view, maybe you can display all the terms, not just the 5 terms, since you need to show the all terms. So for this page, we are just going to override as all the terms to display in the page. And now if you scroll down, all the list of terms used in the page are shown. And let's go back to the block view again here. I just forgot one thing here is the styling. Okay, in the block view, oops, it's taking a little while. Okay, come back here. You can see there's a show field settings. In the field settings, we can show this as an inline. I will just cancel this and I will show you how it is looking now. You can see that taxonomy term is displayed at the top and the count number is displayed at the bottom. It doesn't look good if it is, but we want to show it as an inline, like next to the tag term, the count number. So for that, we don't need to go to the style, CSS, changing something. We can do it everything from here itself, just inline field. Just check both these mark and click apply all fields. And now if you scroll down, you can see the count term is, sorry, the count number is displayed in line with the taxonomy term. And that's all we have to do with the views, and we have done everything. Now we just click save button of the views and we have just created the views page. Now if you go and view the page of tags, you can see that in my site the most used tags in my site is these are the most used tags. And what happens to the block? You can see the block is not shown. If it is not, I have already enabled this block, that's why it's showing at the right side. If for you, if it is for the first time, if you're creating, you have to go to the structure and then from the blocks list you have to add that block. So for me it's already showing up in my site, and if I type slash tags, the list of tags are also shown here, and we can change the style, and if you want to add extra fields and settings and things like that you can do, and you can play around with this. If you want to do all kinds of styling settings, you don't need to do any coding or programming or nothing. It's all within the Drupal and view settings. Hope you got this idea and hope you got the um, idea to work on something better than this. And that's how the views aggregation works, and there are much more possibilities using this views aggregation setting, such as creating a graph. Like you can use like a Google graph, using the Google API to use graph, like and what else, all these settings you can use for using views aggregation, and hope that helps you. And please let me know if you have any questions or come across any problems, and just comment me on my site or on my YouTube. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.